Aries, welcome to your double bonus video that is career and intimate tarot. So happy to look into other areas of our energies. Yes, we're going to start with the career tarot first, but I have time-stamped both in case one's not interesting to you. You can just jump on over to the other one, okay? What's going on? We're going to start with that career tarot. Show me career, finances, employment, Aries. Career, finances, employment, Aries. What's up? Your last reading, which was the Celtic Cross one, I saw an Aries who had strongly amplified in their career goals. So, you know, if that's more where you resonate, you might want to check that last one out. All right? But there you go. It was really strong. It was very powerful. You determinedly and decidedly working through your goals. I remember that. I remember being quite impressed with it. Show me Aries energy, please. Career, finances, employment, Aries. Show me Aries. Career, finances, employment. Show me Aries. What's going on? Show me Aries, please. Career, finances, employment. What's going on? Show me Aries. Current situation. Eight of Wands. We are communicating. We are taking action at this time. We are being open. We are getting stuff done. Knocking out that communication. As to why, we shall see. But I see the lines of communication and action. Remember, the Wands is also action. Is happening. Your advice, your goals. Advice, Two of Cups. That's interesting. It could be that some of you are looking for new work. Absolutely. That new contract. The Two of Cups has that kind of contract system built into it for some of you. But many of you are trying to connect in a space that says, I need to care about what it is that I do. Okay, I want to feel bonded to it. I don't just want to be contracted. I want it to mean something to me on the emotional level. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be the ultimate contract like the Lovers would imply. But I will take something where I feel good and I feel peaceful and I feel like my efforts and energies are appreciated equally. That's what we need to be aiming our energy towards. Okay, we're going to see. For some of you, might be in collaboration with somebody who's important to you. This also suggests some sort of collaboration. Though I can also see that in the Two of Wands as well. But Two of Cups, possibly collaboration with somebody. I want to see what's going on. Show me strengths, please. Magician. Yeah, nice. Make it happen, Captain. You got all the tools. You got all the equipment. Okay? Do it. If that's under your strengths, that's brilliant. Okay? Keep at it. Manifest your goals, your dreams, whatever. Okay? I just see you busy, like you always are. Busy. Obstacles, issues, blind spots. Two of Coin. There's something you're not quite decided about. It could be that you are working two jobs, but that wouldn't be an issue. But that could absolutely, I mean a blind spot, but that would be an obstacle. So if some of you, and this also the implication of constant busyness in career, there's always something going on. There's always something you're managing. There's always something you're juggling. For some of you, you might be trying, because this is 2 and 2. So for some of you, you're trying to get that sweet spot between busyness and home life. Okay, and for some of you, yeah, straight up, you're doing more than one thing. Like, you have to be on top of your communication. You're using your best. I mean, this is very much you. You have a tendency to take on more than one thing. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I know, I do it too, honey. Trust me. Aries is moon and rising. I get it. So that might be an obstacle, but so long as you're finding a balance, then I don't care. You seem to be active, and you seem to be happy. But we'll see if there isn't more to that. All right, so things might be a little crazy. A little crazy right now. Some of you, FYI, if you are looking for work, you might be in a position of looking at between two opportunities, two offers. And there might be a weighing of scales here, which would also explain that Two of Cups. So if you're in that position where you already have a job and you're putting yourself out there and you're actively communicating, you're using your best tools, you might have a decision between employers as well. The outcome, please. Wheel of Fortune. Your fortune is changing. Boom. Yeah. That's hot. Wheel of Fortune is changing into a greater state of stability. And again, based on your last week's reading, your Celtic Cross one, I can see that. So the Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. And we want them to go in a certain momentum. And again, Wheel of Fortune, the fortune part that we're most concerned with in career, adding to our stability, our household coin, and so forth. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see, I know you're busy like you always are. And some of you, yeah, you might have a choice in more than one job opportunity, or you already have 2 jobs, or you have a multiple collaborative effort. Something where you're constantly having to switch roles. One day I'm like this, the next day I'm like this. One day I'm wearing this hat, the next day I'm wearing that hat, that kind of thing. But if you're thriving, I don't care. I know you. If you're not doing 1,000 things, you're just not happy. Okay? That's just how you are. Okay? Aries is like, I have an hour not accounted for on my schedule. I can't have that. I got to be doing something. Yeah, I know you. All right, what's going on, please? Yes, this one. All right, show me what I need to see, please, for the best possible clarification for Aries. If you're in a position where you are trying to stimmy a certain... Some of you are trying to repair damage right now. That's coming across. Some of you are trying to repair damage. It's kind of like it's your job or it's your responsibility, or you're having to pick up somebody else's slack. Oh, okay. Okay. That just came across. So some of you are having to do the work of 2 people by proxy. If you're having to, if other folks around you were let go, or somebody left unexpectedly, that would explain your busyness too. Well, you have the capability. I see that. Show me this. Okay. Okay, some of you have to pick up the slack by circumstance and design, not by your own choice. Okay, I got you. Well, you're doing a good job. Okay, you're doing a good job, so in that case, keep on keeping on. I know it's hard. I know it's stressful. You know, but all you can do is your best actions and intentions, all right? Until things kind of smooth out a wee bit, all right? Show me what I need to see, please. Okay, show me this 8 of Wands, please. Communication, action, show me. Ooh, Hierophant energy, so some of y'all is large and in charge. People are looking to you to make action, to take action, to make decisions. Boom, boom, boom. So we must remember the Hierophant. You might have some Taurus in your chart. This is the officious of the officious in work. This is the person who says yes. This is the person who says no. They try to remain aloof or detached from the actual experience that everyone else does because they're the ones that have to be in charge. So they kind of come across as the wise mentor, the teacher for some of you, the guidance, the principal. Okay, so you guys are doing what you are doing. You're quite good at it. You're in official capacities, or at the bare minimum, people are looking to you to make official decisions and actions day in, day out. And you yourself have to kind of remain detached from it because, again, you have that guidance thing where people look to you to create a state of sort of equilibrium for everyone else. So you are decision making, you are communicating. For those of you who are looking for work, you know, you could be, of course, interviewing with the guy, the person. I don't quite get that that's the case, though. I feel like I'm looking at an Aries who has to make decisions and act on them quite often. You're in an official capacity. Many look to you for guidance. Anything else, please? Some of you work in education, of course. Some of you are spiritual leaders as well. That's also who he is. Temperance, patience. You have to show an exquisite amount of patience, honey. You are well-tempered, aren't you? I'm looking at a well-tempered Aries. Man, some of you are healers. Straight up. Spiritual leaders, guides, mentors. You give people healing and closure. A big part of you has to remain detached from the experience because people literally look to you for guidance. Man, I'm looking at a very well-tempered Aries here. You might have some Taurus, like I said, as well as Sag in your chart. Man, look at you go. Look at you go. So much patience. Some of you have to exude so much patience every day. But you're good at it, though. I don't see any energy conflict. I don't. You're very good at what you do, but the patience you have to show sometimes is phenomenal. It doesn't even register to you, though. You're so used to it. You're so calm, and people look to you for answers and healing and guidance. They really do. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You're good at what you do, so keep doing it. Okay? Okay, advice, 2 of Cups. Oh, here we go. It's my shedding season, I suppose. 2 of Cups, please. Advice, goals. Show me the 2 of Cups, please. Advice, advice. Got to advise Aries. Bonding people, too. Some of you are counselors, guidance counselors, spiritual leaders, I'm telling you. Show me this. Bringing people together. Show me this 2 of Cups, please. Show me this Two of Cups, please. Congratulations to you. Four of Swords. Escalating. Take some time out for yourself, please. Okay? Don't forget yourself. It's brilliant that you're showing all this lovely energy to other people, but you yourself, your advice is also to harmonize within the self. So Two of Cups, all right? Show yourself some love then. I was curious about where that Two of Cups was coming from, because in career it can mean a couple different things. So don't forget to show yourself some love, okay? Take a break. If you're due for a vacation, Four of Swords, take it. Okay, take a weekend off. I don't care. You might have some downtime around April. Take it. Okay? Let people sort their own shit out for a minute. Take a break. And like, I don't know. I can't. Make the space for yourself, please. So Four of Swords. A lot of people interpret that as healing. I don't, because in the real world application, what it actually looks like is I'm taking a break, I'm taking a time out, I'm tuning in with myself, I'm taking care of myself, I'm being quiet. Okay, so it's not really healing, it's more like maintenance of the self. So make sure you show yourself some love, take some time off, Aries. Okay, and for some of you that's coming up in a month or around April, or your birth season. Okay, some of you might be taking some time off around your birthday. Do it. Okay, let people sort their shit out for a minute. Okay, you're so good. Look at you. Look at you, though. Look at you. Look at you. You're so on top of it. People trust you. Okay, they communicate with you. You give it right back to them. People love you. Oh my God, they look to you for guidance and measurement. And that's another thing. A certain measurement of self. Like they know Aries is a neutral party. This is someone who's screaming neutral party. Healer, guidance, that kind of thing. They're looking to you for guidance and neutrality. Okay. And you're very good at it, so keep on keeping on. But you do need to show yourself literally some love. Honor the contract within yourself for some peace and equilibrium and some downtime, peace time. Okay? So don't forget your own rest. Again, for Four Swords is more like personal rest. All right, so don't forget that. That's your advice, because your strengths are, I'm manifesting, I'm manifesting, I'm manifesting, I'm manifesting. Yes, you are, honey. Show me more. You got a lot of tools at your disposal. I get it. Show me this. Show me this manifestation, please. Show me the manifestation. Show me. You're very happy to do what you do. I just saw the Fool with the Six of Pentacles. It feels balanced, and it's a venture that you feel good in. All right, so show me the Magician, please, for Aries strengths. What's going on? Show me the Magician, please. Okay. Show me this Magician, please, for Aries. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so you at a comfortable pace. You're an old hand at this. Again, you're very used to being patient. Effective communicator. And you've been doing this a while. So you know how to manifest appropriately. Again, you're in it. So that's good. I was a little concerned there. I was like, Aries, your energy might be a little explosive. You seem to be doing a lot, and I know that you are, and it's likely that you're overdue for a break. But yeah, no, you're very comfortable at this. You've been doing this a while. Knights of Pentacles. It's like Aries, like I know how to manifest. Thank you. That's why so many people rely on you. You are old reliable here. You're very good at what you do. Keep it going. Some of you do have a decision to make. I'm not quite sure where that's coming from. Might be around July. Don't quite know where that's coming in from, but there you go. There might be a little bit of a calling here around July or 7. Not quite sure what that is, but you might be called to take on something new over the summer. That's interesting. You might be incorporating something different around summertime. You might be planning that, or that's where you're trying to land your decision on, is to incorporate something new around summer. We shall see. Okay. I don't really need to keep clarifying that, do I? I mean, your energy is so straightforward. This is what I'm most curious about. The Two of Pentacles, it's either the busyness. You might have 2 jobs. I don't know. You might be trying to consolidate something. Show me this Two of Pentacles, please. Obstacles, issues, Two of Pentacles. You might have a couple of job offers. If you're doing this well, honey, you might have something incoming around summer. Additional work duties, additional work opportunities. I don't know, but it's an option, and you're going to give it serious consideration. It looks like a calling of some sort. I don't quite know what that is. Let's take a look. Show me that Two of Pentacles, please. like, Aries, you're doing so well. You want to do some more? And Aries like, fuck. Two of Pentacles. Oh. Wheel of Fortune. Something's coming in. Here, twice. Consider it carefully. Something's coming in. I don't think you know. I don't think you know. Heavy references possibly to October, and I also saw July. There's a new opportunity coming in. You're going to consider it. I don't know what this is. Show me. Wheel of Fortune twice. Show me. Six of Cups from somebody you trust. From someone you know and trust, there will be an opportunity for work and or collaboration. When this comes in, I don't know. I will try to do a time check. But there is an opportunity to collaborate with someone whom you know. Okay? So far it looks positive, but it's going to kind of up your busy gears, as it were. But I know it means something to you, otherwise you wouldn't be considering it. I mean, literally the Two of Pentacles is consideration. So some of you are literally going to do some project work or some side work or maybe even a whole new gig. Literally, possibly a second job. I don't know how far it goes, but with someone that you know very well. Six of Cups, okay? It's going to please you to do so, but it is going to amplify your busy energy. You know? Sometimes you're punished for doing a good job, honey. What can I say? Sometimes you're punished for doing a good job, but I know this. They mean a lot to you. Otherwise, I don't think you'd be considering it. So this is someone whom you know. It's looking like an unexpected collab. Possibly. I don't know. There seems to be a spike in your energy. But it's a manageable spike, if that helps you. It's a manageable spike. It is. So it's looking like it will contribute to your star pathway, not take away from it. And that's all I care about. Also, P.S. you know this person. So it's looking like you're agreeing to help them with work efforts. Okay? So I don't think it's a blind spot so much as it's going to be the busyness that you're juggling. It's going to hit a critical period. Could be October, could be over June. I've also seen July for you. Okay, so for some of you... Okay, so like I said, for some of you it's July or it's less than. As I was saying that. Okay, there you go. Anything else, please? Oh, but you're happy to do it. Okay, it's going to have a good payout value. Like I said, it's not taking away from your star. It's not. It's going to make you happy to do this. It's going to add to you, not take away from you, but it is going to increase your busyness. So whatever this is, it's looking like something, it could be an old coworker, an old colleague, I don't know. People often develop Six of Cups in career context. It happens all the time. If you know somebody or worked with them long enough, you can absolutely develop those memories. Or it could be that someone you are very fond of, or you've just known a long time. So you will be doing some kind of work with this person. It makes you happy to do it. It's going to increase your busyness, but it's going to add to your pathway, not take away from it. Okay? I will try to do a time check on that, but it's looking like it's heavily summer oriented. And oh, conversation may have already started. Some of you just got that incoming energy already. Look at that. Yeah. So some of you have just started conversations about this. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, show me the outcome, please. Now, that's kind of like a side note. I don't think it's the main gig for what you're doing because, again, this has old hat energy attached to it. Like, Aries is like, I'm good at what I do. Thank you. But you're not arrogant about it. You're very comfortable in this. This is your primary gig. This is looking like an add-on. Okay? And it has a temporary stamp attached to it. All right. I think. I'm pretty sure. It could be you're switching jobs, but that doesn't feel quite right. I don't know. Let's see. Wheel of Fortune's your outcome. Show me. Show me what I need to see, please, for the Wheel of Fortune and the outcome. Show me that Wheel of Fortune, please. Show me that Wheel of Fortune, please. Why are you here? What? Why are you here? God, you're so competent. You are so competent. It's stupid. You are so competent. You ever been told that? You're so competent, you're stupid? Ah! God, you're so good at what you do. You are so good at what you do. You are, like I said, I don't know what this is, but it's kind of looking like a side thing. This is your main gig up here. This is where you are literally most competent. Your energy is very comfortable. Knight of Pentacles. It has a plan. It has a strategy. You know how to manifest and use your tools appropriately for your career energy, which is looking like you are a very important person. Okay, some side of leadership or guidance. Take some time out for yourself. You are continuing to show those same manifestation skills, which is literally under your strengths, is also in your future. So you are a very strong manifester, my love. And you are changing your wheel of fortune into a lovely state of grace. And I know what's up. Didn't I see that for you? Yay. So in case if you were wondering if you were going to do well, I just want to let you know you look very comfortable. You're doing great, just like I saw on your Celtic cross. You're thriving. I think you ended with one of the pentacles. Oh, yes, you ended on the King of Pentacles, if I recall, on your outcome, saying Queen of Pentacles. Just do what you do best. Do what you do best. I really don't have any more advice for you except take some time out for yourself. And you might be in a couple of weeks. Again, around April, possibly for some of you. You might be taking a little break. All right? But continue to do what you do. The Wheel of Fortune will continue to change in your favor as long as you continue to manifest and play to your strengths. I'm looking at Aries here who plays to their strengths, and you are quite comfortable. Resourceful, head of household, money. I'm just saying. Let's just get to that point, shall we? Money. But obviously your work means a lot to you as well. And it shows. It's that same level of sincerity and dedication that you show. The reason why you need to take a break, FYI. It's that same level of sincerity and dedication that makes you so good at what you do, that you trust your own skills and manifestation. You're very familiar with them with that Knight of Pentacles energy. You will continue to do so in the future. And in so, increase this. See? Beautiful. Do I really need to do anything else? I really don't. Congratulations. This is beautiful. I know eventually I'll tune into a different part of the Aries collective, but for now, I'm really enjoying the Aries collective that I'm speaking to. I really am. Okay? It won't always be like this. Eventually I'll tune into another group, but still, it's nice. It's very nice. Critical timelines, please. Critical timelines, please. Critical timelines, please. There you are. You're working like crazy. Keep on going. Many of you are shoving away other things and communications that are not important. If that works for you, then that works for you. Okay? Okay. Critical timelines, please, for Aries. 8 weeks. 8 of Swords. For some of you, yes, August, but 8 weeks from now. Where are we? May. Okay, so that would put us at about May. Yours truly in dates. You know, there you go. Okay, so for some of you, critical energy around May. Intuition, the High Priestess. 28th might be important. 2-8. The 28th, don't know why. There you are. You really are securing your 10 of Pentacles in and of your own right. Okay, there's that Temperance energy again. You might have some Sag in your chart. You also might have... Did I already do that? We got Leo, Taurus, Sag. But you really are coming into your own quite well. So do what you do best. Okay? You are securing your legacy. 10 of Pentacles is legacy. You are securing your community standing and your relationships in and among... It's a very large community aspect. A lot of people seem to benefit from your direction. So there you go. Keep doing it. Don't fix what ain't broke, as I often say. Because nothing's broken here. You're like, I'm at a particular steady pace. I'm very confident with my skills, what I'm manifesting, what I'm trying to achieve. And you are showing a phenomenal amount of resolution and patience towards that security, as I've seen. 10 of Pentacles... Queen of Pentacles twice. You are securing your legacy. Okay? That seems to be the focus of your energy. For some of you, you will know that optimal state of energetic Queen of Pentacles energy around October. But for the most part, just keep on. 28th might be important. I'm not sure why. But 2 and 8, that adds up to 10. Again, we have that 10 energy. You might be very secure come October. But I already see you being successful, so I don't really care, Aries. I really don't. It's done. It's done. Just keep going. Just keep going. You're very good at what you do. Keep doing it. Okay? Okay, let's switch over to your Intimate Tarot. I'll see you there. And now for your Intimate Tarot, if you'd like to know why I read sexual energy, it's in the description box, yeah? And may I congratulate you again on your successful career reading. I absolutely loved it. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. It was fabulous. Keep it going. Don't fix what ain't broke, honey. Now, let's take a look at this one. Show me what I need to see, please. What's going on? Show me what I need to see, please, for that Aries sexual energy, please. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Aries sexual energy. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Aries sexual energy. What's going on? Show me Aries. What's going on? Show me Aries. What's going on for Aries, please? Okay, let's do it. Recent past, please. Five of Swords. Something don't feel great. Really, straight out the gate with that. Something doesn't feel good. Manipulation, self-sabotage, doubts. Sneaking away energy for some of you. Substantial doubts, possibly about your sexual energy. Are you using it correctly? Are you connecting with the right folks? That kind of thing. Are you setting yourself up for failure in some of your connections? Okay. Are you being used? That kind of thing. Are you being manipulated? Okay. What's going on? Show me the current energy. The Page of Cups. Some emotional energy here, some emotional investment, some communication. It's not a lot, but we shall see. How far back this goes, I don't know. You just might be in a position now where you're starting to tentatively open up. We shall see. What is crossing you? King of Cups. Could be you. Perhaps your heart space is not particularly full right now. So if this is internal to you, because the King of Cups can be very internal, okay, your fullest, most mature heart space may not be open at this time. It's crossing your Page of Cups. This is what I have to offer. I potentially have this much to work with, but this is what I'm able to display. You understand? Especially if you're recovering from some of this bullshit. Let's keep going. Who is surrounding you? Possibly a star. Possibly your hope and wish. It could literally be an Aquarius. Does not have to be. But Grace, the star, a hope and a wish, could be surrounding you. We shall see. Wish fulfillment, something new. Someone who kind of personifies that star quality. Okay. What's going on, Aries? Strengths, please. 9 of Cups. You say you know what makes you happy. It's kind of individualized there, the 9 of Cups is. I know what makes me happy. I'm sure you do. If you're not in a space to receive love, then you're not. That King of Cups is crossing. If anything, it should be the other way around. King of Cups should be ideally our primary. And if we must have something crossing it, a page is fine. That's no big deal. It's nothing. Maybe a little shy. But you got big feelings. Here I'm saying, I don't know how much of myself I can give right now. The bigger part of my emotionality may not be accounted for. Let's see. Let's see. But Aries says, I know what makes me happy. It's under your strengths, so I trust it. Obstacles. 10 of Coins. Is it? What's going on here? Could be that you are terribly busy. Trying to invest in work, which I've seen for you. Can't say that's not true, and I do see repeating energies in the collective very often. That's normal. It could be that you feel like your responsibilities, 10 of Pentacles is responsibilities. Sometimes it feels like your responsibilities get in the way. It could be that you're using that kind of sense of busyness to distract you. okay? But there's always something that needs your attention. There's always something that needs doing, right? There's always something that's commanding my time, energy, and efforts, because the pentacle is not just money. It's that which you can spend. That's your time. That's your energy. That's your efforts, right? Now, it could be someone's in a relationship, and that would automatically put that in an obstacle. We shall see. Outcome, 4 swords. You don't know, so you're going to take a break. You don't know, but you're going to take a break. Underlying is the King of Coins. So for some of you, you might have some earth in your chart. This could be your person, or this, again, is just kind of like that, I've got a lot of shit to do energy right now. So your heart space may not be available. You might be using kind of like your busy energy, your business energy, your finance energy as, if it's under obstacles, it makes me wonder if maybe we use our busyness as justification to not really put ourselves out there. It's true. I can tell that you're busy. When are you not? I'm terribly curious about why you have a star surrounding you. Now, I can see that there's been some bullshit. When is there not? And I can already tell you this goes well beyond sexual energy, hence the reason why I do it. How our sexual energy plays into our relationships and how it does not. That's exactly why we're here. Okay? So, you know, if I'm like Aries, like, I just want to see some fun, flirty shit, and, well, again, read the description box about what Intimate Tarot is. Okay? So, 5 of Swords, please. Show me this 5 of Swords, please, for Aries. Show me. Show me this 5 of Swords, please, for, oh, 3 of Wands. Yeah, okay. What else, please? Okay. All right, so too much waiting for something, for love to feel right. It didn't feel good. It felt like manipulation, possibly like self-sabotage. Some of you have been kind of like in standby relationship modes or sexual energy modes where your sexual energy was there, but it wasn't allowed to be expressed. Too much time in waiting. And for Aries, that's, honey, that's very much part of your kind of sexual code. For you to bond with people, you have to be able to express your fire. You do. And that's true for a lot of the fire signs, but very much for you. It's part of your bonding principles, okay? You need to be able to express your fire in some way, or you can't trust people. That's just the way you are. And there's nothing wrong with that, and I completely understand it. Aries is my moon as well as my rising, okay? I understand where this is coming from. You have a hard time trusting connections if you cannot physically express yourself to them. Again, it's part of your bonding principle. It's what gives you confidence, part of what gives you confidence in relationships as Emperor. Something that you can touch, something you can taste, something you can claim and say, I know this. I have put my imprint on it and it has imprinted me, right? It's part of your bonding system. And here I'm seeing, like, I have 2 of Cups, Page of Wands. I have a love feeling here, but I can't express myself. There's too much waiting and it makes me feel bad. I think I'm setting myself up for failure. I'm waiting too much for... There's someone here. There is a love energy here. There is a soul bond here. But you were left in wait or standby mode way too long. Perhaps this is a long... It could be a long distance relationship. I don't know. All I know is that there's a bunch of waiting between you and someone you marked or identified as important to you, and there's a lack of physical expression here. And I say that because of the Page of Wands. Okay, very small communication and or interaction, too much waiting in between periods. Honey, it's just part of who you are in bonding. If you cannot sexually express yourself with somebody, you can't bond with them. It turns you off. I'm not saying you're all about sex. What I'm saying is that it literally turns your energy off. It does. I can't physically access the person I'm bonded to. What the fuck is that? What am I supposed to do with that? I can't connect with them, with my body. And you are going to have a problem with that. Yes, you are. And that's not an accusation. It is what it is. And that's true for a lot of people, honey. I understand. If I can't connect with my fire either, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know what you think we're doing here, but I can't really bond with you. You know, I get it. I understand where it's coming from. And you thought the more you lingered in this, the more you're just setting yourself up for failure. I don't know how long that went on, but you were grossly dissatisfied with the exchange. There was love here, but Aries is like, I need the fire too. I need the fire too. Otherwise, we're not a proper bond. I understand where that's coming from. Okay, Page of Cups. Let me know if you're dealing with Scorpio. Show me that Page of Cups, please. Show me that Page of Cups, Libra. Show me that Page of Cups, please. So, keeping your emotional energy and or expression small. I don't know how long this went on, but it went on long enough for you to be trying to protect yourself, emotionally speaking. Okay, because I can see the bigger part of your heart space doesn't seem to be available at this time. Show me this Page of Cups, please. Page of Cups. Show me that Page of Cups, please. Yeah, I understand. Okay, honey. You're in pain, you're in pain. You know, you're keeping your heart space small and safe. Some of you just aren't emotionally available. I don't know how long this went on, but it was enough to discourage you. I don't know how long that went on. It was too much waiting. Too much waiting for you to bond with your person in a way that you needed physically. Okay, and it's like I'm just setting myself up for failure here. I don't know how long this went on, but it was enough that it put your heart space into a place of pain. You learned a lot of things. The Tower. Okay. You learned a lot of things. You did. You learned a lot of things the hard way. Let me know if you're connecting to Pisces. It's kind of like a begrudging admittance of having learned things the hard way. You know, desiring or being in love with someone you cannot access. Okay. It made you learn a lot of things the hard way, particularly where pain is and where it's born and what it is that you need and what it is you were experiencing. A lot was learned here. The King of Cups is crossing your bigger heart space, I do believe. This could be your person, but we'll see. Show me this King of Cups, please. Show me this King of Cups, please. Show me this King of Cups. Yeah, no, it's you. Okay. I thought it might be you. Sometimes it's an external, as I saw with Leos. Sometimes it's internal. This is internal to you. Your best fire. 9 of Cups. It's under your strengths. I know it would make me happy. Part of what would make you happy is that physical expression. And this is why we do intimate tarot. But it's tagging along with your bigger emotions. In other words, you're not feeling your bigger emotions. Therefore, you're not feeling your fire, which is part of your happy and or pleasure systems. Again, for Aries, this is a normal bonding. Okay, for you to fully bond with somebody, especially if you love them, you need the physical energy too. It's just who you are. So, no physical bonding, no access to the greater part of your emotionality. It's not for lack of inclination. It's just your heart space is on the sideways right now. It's not that you don't know how to be a King of Cups. On the contrary, it's just, again, this is why I read sexual energy. Your fire is attached to your water is attached to your fire. Okay? You cannot have the one that you love. It taught you a lot, but most of it's coming from pain. It was a lot of pain that you had to learn the hard way. Okay? And it knocked your King of Cups self sideways. Yes, I would like to express myself physically. That's part of what would literally make me happy. That 9 of Cups here for you twice. But nothing's being expressed at this time. Okay? What you're currently dealing with are many realizations regarding pain and how it has affected you. Okay, there is something or somebody here surrounding you. Show me the star, please. As the one surrounding. Show me the one surrounding is the star. Show me the star, please. Show me the star, please. The one surrounding. Hello. Some confidence here. Show me the star, please. The one surrounding Aries. Let me know if you're dealing with Aquarius. King of Swords just came out in reverse. Four of Cups. Okay. The person that surrounds you is nowhere near capable of understanding the truth. So, you know, working energy here. This person's upside down. When any of the kings or queens are upside down, it's never a good thing. The bigger part of your heart space just isn't here right now. It's not that it doesn't exist, it's just not here. You're working through pain. The person who surrounds you that represents your hopes and wishes are not terribly in touch with their thoughts. They're unhappy, but they do not know it. King of Swords is in the reverse. That means he's ignorant. Or they're lying to themselves. They are likely in denial about how unhappy they are. Or they don't know it. Or they're not conscious of it. Again, thought, sword, in reverse. Could be they're just not talking to you, but it's usually much more severe than that. Now they're lying to themselves, or they're just not conscious of the thought that they themselves are unhappy. This person who you see as a hope and wish, one day they will arrive to their truth. It's slow. Knight of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune to the Queen of Swords. Heavy sword energy this person is. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They are slowly arriving to a truth, but the more they remain ignorant about why they're unhappy, the slower that truth is going to take, and you don't have time to wait, baby. That's your point. You've already done that. Truth that they want you, truth that they desire you, truth that they even have feelings for you. They're not on the page with themselves, never mind with you. It's rather substantial too. And King of Swords is in reverse. This is someone who's straight up in denial, baby. They don't have their thoughts in order, or they have upside down thinking. And they will eventually get hit, I promise you. I promise you. Their energy is very detached from you. You had to deal with the ending. I'm guessing you did the heavy lifting here with the towers under you. You did what you had to do, and I completely applaud and agree with your decision, yes. But this person is so grossly in denial about how they experience you, what they feel for you. They're not in a position to think about it. They go out of their way not to. They're not terribly conscious. King and Queen of Swords in reverse is not good. As cold and detached as they can be, at least they're damn good thinkers. If anything, they're overthinkers. One day their mind will be set straight. Literally. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Swords, upright. Eventually, they will have their thoughts in order one day. Today is not that day. That's going slow. For this person to have real realizations, real conscious, again, I can't stress that enough, conscious thoughts about their connection with you, what it means, and how they themselves are terribly unhappy. When you deny your thoughts, you're going to be unhappy. When you deny the principles of passion and love, you're going to make yourself unhappy. Why this person is so far in denialsville, I could not say. But that's bad. That's coming from me. Grossly unaware. At least if they were upright, I could have said they know they're not happy, they just may not know why. But they know they're not happy, and they're slowly arriving to the truth. So you should already know by now, without my having to tell you, not to wait, nor should you. You've already done that. That's what caused the pain in the first place. Why you couldn't connect with this person, I don't know. But if they are so disconnected from their own truth, it stands to reason it was going to affect your connection. For some reason, whatever it is, they would not come forward. Either in their truth, verbalized, spoken aloud. Because again, King and Queen of Swords are all about truth and factual information. They either could not come forward with the truth because they don't understand it. They're so far removed from it. I promise you one day their energy is going to hit them in the face. But today is not that day, as I said. I'm more concerned with you and your energy. Because it is beautiful, but it's also under the state of potential. Okay? You're still working through some serious shit. Alright, too much waiting. Not enough anything else. And it sucks because there is a soul bond here, there is a love bond here, but you weren't able to actually express it with this person, not physically. Too much, it was resting on a page of wands, mostly communication, I'm guessing. And a lot of waiting in between that. It felt like you were setting yourself up for failure. I could see that your energy did the heavy lifting work here of likely ending this. Because the energy, it feels like the bear of responsibility is on you. I'm seeing all the markers of responsibility attached to your energy. You did the hard thing. You paid the price for it. It hurts. So, I completely agree and understand your decision. that your best, most mature self on a sideways. Attached to that is not just your sexual pleasure, it is your emotional pleasure. They are hand in hand. Let's make no confusion. That's the Aries I'm speaking to today. And again, Aries, if you cannot physically bond with somebody, you cannot bond. You just can't. You're not capable of that, you know? That's true for most Aries. Not everybody completely fills out the personality checklist of their zodiac sign, so don't misunderstand me. But for the vast majority of Aries, if you cannot physically express yourself with the person, you cannot bond with them properly. That's how it is for you and most of the fire signs, but mostly towards you. You have high loyalty energy, and part of that loyalty stems from somebody's physical energy too. Okay? Just to repeat that, because some of you don't know. Sexual energy is not discussed enough, let me tell you. Okay, show me. Show me what I need to see, please. That Nine of Cups. Aries says, I know what makes me happy. Part of what makes you happy is that sexual energy, but it's not being expressed, just to reiterate, all right? Because your emotions are attached to it, you know? Some of this Nine of Cups, please. Some of this Nine of Cups, please, for Aries strength. Let's see what else makes you happy. Some of this Nine of Cups, please. I know you feel disconnected from yourself. I understand. Some of this Nine of Cups, please. You're not able to express yourself with this person. I got it. Show me this Nine of Cups. Fool's kind of on the sideways. It would make you happy to start a new adventure, but you haven't fully committed to that chapter energy yet. I do believe this is gaining momentum, however, because it is under your strengths. But we have not fully committed to starting a new chapter, new leap of faith. Many of you are still in this process back here of processing some very intense thoughts and feelings, okay? I can tell that you did the hard work. But yes, part of you takes pleasure from the idea of starting over, but you're not quite there yet. I agree with you, all right? Show me that Nine of Cups, please. What else, please? What else? Yeah, I know you want to go. You want to accelerate to attend, so you haven't given up on that dream. Good for you. Good. I'm glad you haven't become jaded and saying, I'll never, fuck all relationship. No. We haven't committed to a new chapter. You haven't given up on accelerating from a 9 to a 10 of Cups, okay? But you're not acting on it yet. It's still under your strengths. You know it's there. It's likely just a matter of time. Speaking of which, show me this 10 of Pentacles. It's the obstacles. Show me this. Interesting. It's interesting to see the 10 of Pentacles as an obstacle. What's going on here? Show me this 10 of Pentacles, please, as the obstacle. If I just see a busy Aries, and there you go. It's like, well, I don't have time for that now anyway. Which would not surprise me. That is just saying, oh my God, is there, I knew it. I knew it. As soon as they're going to pull the 2 of Pentacles. I knew it. You got a lot of responsibilities anyway. It's not a good time. I got a lot going on. So you do. Okay? I got a lot going on, and I'm not trying to deal with new friends right now. I'm not trying to make new acquaintances right now. I got a lot going on. I got 2 jobs. Some of you do have 2 jobs, and I think I saw that in your career a little bit. But yeah, you're wearing multiple hats. I get it. Your energy is grossly preoccupied in your community, your financial energy, your homestead energy. Some of you are working on things right now with the home, etc. But again, 10 of Pentacles goes beyond our homestead. Many people are affected by it. So you might have multiple energies for which you are responsible for. So your energy says, I'm busy anyway. So here's the good news. Under your strengths, you have not given up relationship energy, or that one day you will feel better. I agree with you, and that's good. That's optimism. That's healthy. You're processing a lot of information, specifically pain, tying back to how you could not physically bond with somebody and it felt like a bad job. Okay, you did the hard thing. You understand. Aries is not ignorant here. Aries says, my emotions that are attached to my sexuality is attached to my emotions, and that directly ties back to my King of Cups energy. I know what I can feel. I know what I want to feel and experience, but I'm not there yet. So good for you. You are enlightened on this. You're not aware, you're not unaware, you're not ignorant. You know what's up. So I'm giving you that full credit. I see it here. You have not given up on relationship structures either. Also the good news. You have not, this is beautiful. I love this. You have not given up. But you haven't committed to new chapter energy yet. Okay, we'll see if that changes. But for now, Aries is like, I got shit to do anyway. I love your energy. I really do. I swear to God, I just love your energy. It's just, Aries energy is just one of those energies I can dip in and out of really quickly. It's just, you tend to be very fluid compared to, or fast moving. even compared to your fire counterparts, Sag and Leo, your energy can just be very like, you know what, fuck it, I'm busy anyway. It runs much deeper than that. As we've seen, I can tell that you are in pain. But you have other things that you need to do, and many things that you are reflecting upon. And I'm sorry this person is this way. And they're going to have a very hard lesson of truth when they become very aware. Because there is a sense of awareness, just not right now. This person is the opposite of aware. I don't know if I want to dig further. It kind of feels like a lost cause, but we'll see. Four of Swords is your outcome, which I believe I saw in your career tarot. I need a break. I'm working hard. I'm working busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. I need a break. So you do. Okay? Four of Swords. You need to take a break, honey. Some of y'all need to travel. Okay? Road trip, something. I got one. Shit. I need a break too, honey. Let me tell you. Four of Swords. Yeah, no. For some of you, vacation is due. All right? Some of this Four of Swords. What's going on? Some of this Four of Swords, please. Some of this Four of Swords, please, for Aries outcome. Show me. All right. Some of this Four of Swords, please, for the outcome. You do need to rest, though. You need to rest because some of you have not transformed. Death is in reverse. Okay. All right. Some of you need to rest because you haven't transformed your energy yet. You're still in a place of pain. It's rather severe. I understand. You're also very aware of it. I understand that too. So I was going back to or alluding to earlier, that sense of busyness that keeps you preoccupied, it might be keeping you too preoccupied. Okay? Here's the thing. Our grounding principles that we would call 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles is my favorite. That's very indicative to grounding principles. Even your 10 of Pentacles. They are meant to be healing when we have repetitive structures that keep us safe and we can feel like we can devote our energy to without disruption. We understand it. It's predictable. These are absolutely grounding principles. And then there's over preoccupation to avoid the shit we don't want to deal with. So I'm looking at Aries who is not ignorant. You know and are aware of what's going on. You took the lion's share of responsibility for this. Again, I applaud you. You saw the situation for what it was. You corrected the behavior. You exited. Alright? I got it. You haven't given up hope either. You have not committed to a new cause either. But be careful with that obstacle energy. That's rather substantial. I knew I was going to see that 2 of Pentacles before it dropped. I just know you. Your grounding principles aren't grounding principles so much as they are a very strong distraction. So be careful that you aren't overexerting yourself. Because part of you desires very strongly to rest and to heal, but that transformation has not taken place yet. This over-insistence of preoccupation. For some of you, it is delaying processing the pain. Okay, so be careful with that. You might be going into a state of lethargy if you keep at this pace. Allow yourself time to break away, breathe, and to cry. Sometimes you just need to fucking cry, Aries. Now this is where we're different. You want to avoid those tears. Scorpio says, let's do it. I will cry myself empty until I'm on the floor. If that's what I need to do, then that's what I need to do. Some of you are trying to avoid hitting tank empty. Okay? But the thing is that you are running on empty for some of you. And you need to acknowledge that empty space. Your sadness, the pain. I know you're trying to process it. I know you took responsibility for it. But that doesn't mean you're actively involved in it. So be careful. I know you want to rest and heal, but you can't if you don't properly transform your pain. So you need a break. Give yourself a break. Back off from yourself and allow yourself to cry. Never mind that person. You're doing you. And part of you doing you is to acknowledge the absence. Okay, so I want you to heal productively. 6 of Cups, yes, sometimes you reminisce. Of course. But also, There will be no change. Good. Okay. Good. All right. You've concluded there will be no change. That's part of the healing process. You have to reinforce your decision, in other words. Okay, so remember that when your mind drifts backwards, and it will occasionally drift backwards, that's inevitable. Six of Cups is also the nostalgia. I don't know how strong of a relationship this was. I know it meant something to you, but you couldn't physically express yourself in it. So how far this Six of Cups was developed, I don't know, so much as I'm seeing the nostalgia. Okay? You have to keep reminding yourself there was no change in this, and that it's not going to heal of its own accord. You have to remember that. This person's not in a space to see the truth. And it's not your responsibility to try and make them. You know that. Good for you. So keep reminding yourself there's no change and there's no healing this connection. There is no change, there is no healing this connection. But you can change and heal yourself. Okay? So stop trying to immerse yourself in busyness. Take a fucking break. Heal up. Okay? Allow yourself to cry if you need to cry. Allow yourself to be angry if you need to be angry. Whatever. Your emotional response is valid. Alright? I'm just saying, if you're angry, don't take it out on people, alright? Just allow yourself to be angry in the moment, just like you would cry in the moment, okay? I know. And he's like, I'm a big Aries. I don't need to do that. Well, let me tell you, boys don't cry by the cure. The idea of that the opposite of it is true. Aries can cry, Aries can be sad, Aries can be angry. Alright? Alright, so I always make cure references. I always do. I love the cure. Alright, anything else, please? See, battling so many. Okay. You're trying to avoid anger and frustration. When your thoughts turn back to the past, you keep saying it can't be healed, it can't be transformed. Great. You know that. Catch yourself looking back at the past. We all do it. You say, it can't be healed, it can't be transformed. Leave it alone. It will not change. Leave it alone. Correct. Great. Now put some of that focus on you that says, I, Aries, can change. I, Aries, can heal. You've got the half of the concept worked out. That this connection will not change and it will not heal. Great. You've applied that part of the logic. Now put some of that focus on you too. But I can change. I can heal. I can transform. Give yourself a break. I see you doing all the right things, Aries. I do. I see you doing all the right things. I promise. But I need you to give yourself some of that space. Right? When you catch yourself looking back at the past, you slap yourself. I understand. I don't even know if I want to... Do I really need to check on this person? It looks like you did the deed. It looks like you did it. Your biggest thing is recovery at this point. I like how you have not lost your enthusiasm. It's just not right now. Any concepts of new, please? Any concepts of new for Aries? Is there any concept? Okay. You might be connecting with somebody. Aries, Leo, Sag. It could be a fellow fire sign. But there's literally room for rejoice and connectivity here. Or with somebody who, if they're not a fire sign, they kind of exude those fire qualities. Someone who's very excited, determined, passionate, and so forth, or ambitious. But it's looking like there will be some connectivity points, if not in March. 14 at 5. Possibly in May. 14 reduces to 5, so that puts us in May. That's for some of you, not all of you, but there are points for new connectivity relatively soon. Markers, mostly indication of spring. Okay? I just wanted to do a little something. It could just be you, however, that King of Wands energy, looking to connect. Alright, for some of you in spring, your energy might open up a little bit more. Specifically, March and then April, May. Anything else, please? Anything else, please? Four of Wands, like I said, around that time frame of spring and things opening back up into celebrations and events, that's when your energy might start to feel a little pick-me-up, yeah? Anything else, please? Just not right now. Just not like right now. And for some of you in a couple of days, possibly, less than 2. But some of you have recently dedicated 2 wands in reverse, which is always interesting to me because of our current modern world that we live in. It often implies no social media. Some of you have taken the dedication that I will only meet people in the real world. Again, if you're coming from an online or distance relationship and it was grossly unsatisfying because you couldn't connect in a way that was physical, that would make perfect sense to me. That would also explain that Two of Wands. No connections online. This is chitty-chatty between two people. And then also the modern representation of the Two of Wands is somebody looking out upon the globe. So this is like worldwide communication that has become the modern interpretation of it as we see that happen throughout time. That communication has changed and become more rapid and open and available. The Two of Wands has come to often mean that. So now, nobody online. Thank you. I have the same rule. I understand. I have the same rule. Real world energy only. Physical energy only for some of you. I get it. I totally understand. Oh, God. So some of you will physically, real world, start connecting with people around spring and your energy opens up a little bit more and it feels a little better. Okay, so that's good. So that's right around the corner. I've been seeing further out timelines. Really strong references to September, October, so it's nice to see something a little more upfront for you. Okay, so that tells me that you have done a lot of the healing processes already. And for some of you, yeah, August, for sure. 10 of Pentacles for some of you. But yes, you might start getting out there casually, super easily seeing people around spring. Easy peasy. 3 Cups is easy peasy. Alright? Easy peasy connectivity. It feels good as things start to warm up and events start to happen. But no more online dating, no more online communication. I want a warm body to work with. I hear you. I hear you, honey. All right. Anything else? The High Priestess. Use your intuition, of course. That goes without saying. The 28th might be important for some of you. Does not have to be. Some of you are just... Okay, so your intuition is going to tell you when it's time to open up. Again, that Fool over here was not terribly committed to the idea of opening up to a new chapter or a new 10 of Cups or any kind of 10 of Cups. This was not a 10 of Cups. So use your intuition about when it's time to exit the door and start a new chapter. You may not receive a divine calling, but this is an internal structure. I feel like maybe I want to go out today. I feel like maybe I want to check out that new place downtown or something like that. That's what that feeling looks like. When you start feeling that, that's when you're going to start to connect with people in the real world. Okay? Okay, Aries, honey, I hope this was helpful to you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well, and you'll be okay. You will. Bye.